Alrighty, we are live. Hello, everybody. My name is Pinko Junko. Most of y'all just know me by Allie, and welcome to a uh, a very a very interesting stream tonight. I haven't streamed in a while, so I was like, you know what? Why don't we why don't why don't we go on ahead and do a stream? Also, Hangouts on Air is finally going away August 1st, y'all. So, I only have a few more opportunities to use this until I have to get some better internet. But where I'm at right now, the internet's pretty good. But anyway, um, as of course, with the title of the stream, I'm going to be reading some Sonic fanfictions live for your wonderful ears to hear. And the way that this is going to work is that you guys in the chat, you guys can request any shipping you want, any Sonic shipping you want. As long as the shipping has a Sonic character in it, and it counts as a Sonic shipping. To me, that's okay in my book. You want to give me Sonic X Rainbow Dash? Go ahead and put that shit. Oh my god, I'm going to get annihilated in chat. Do not give anyone. Oh, there's already people in the chat. Hi, Joseph. And hi, Eloy. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, the way that this is gonna work is that you guys in the chat, whoever's watching, I don't care who's watching, put in any shipping you want, and I'm gonna do a Google search of that, and I'm gonna screen share it. And afterwards, once when we have a shipping, I'm going to pull up a number generator on my phone, and whatever number that comes out of the number generator, we are going to read that fan fiction that the number gives us. So that's how this is going to work. To kick things off, while people are coming in, I'm going to do my own request, just to show you guys what I mean. And we're gonna read a fan fiction. Oh god. Oh, Knuckles and Rouge. Okay. All right, we'll do Knuckles and Rouge. All right. So let me turn on my screen my screen share, and we'll look up a Knuckles and Rouge fan fiction for y'all, for you lovelies to see. So we're gonna do that. So let me pull up a window here. Another new tab. We're gonna put Knuckles. I know I'm not screen sharing yet, but just gonna type it in the search box. Knuckles X Rouge fan fiction. I love how I type F. That's the first thing I get. All right, so let me turn on screen share now since I have this on here. Also, I'm gonna get my number generator up and running so we can look at this. Eloy, are you suggesting Shadow X Rouge? Question mark. I'm just kidding. Anyway, all right. So I got my number generator ready. So we're gonna look at this together, everybody. We're gonna look at this together. We are going to look at a masterpiece. Hopefully a masterpiece. Probably not. Probably it's not going to be a masterpiece. 99.9%. So how many fan fictions are on this page? Also, don't beat me up in the chat because I'm using Microsoft Edge. I'm sorry. I'm on my other computer that I rarely use. So, how many fan fictions are on this like one page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it. All right, so there's 10 on here for one page. I'm gonna do a random number generator, and whatever number I get, that's what I'm gonna read. So number 1 Oh no. Knuckles and Rouge lovers fan fiction. Oh no. So we got fanfiction number fanfiction number 1. Um this just brings us to another page of fan fictions. So, how many fan fictions are on this page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 fan fictions of Knuckles and Rouge, guys. So, let me change this number generator from 10 to 18. And the number generator gave us number 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the untitled fan fiction that just has a South Park character as the profile. Rouge comes to Knuckles beaten and bruised and is left in his care. What is he going to do? And what happened to her? Mainly Nux X Rouge, R&R, no flames. I'm going. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's look at this fan fiction, shall we, guys? All right. Oh. Okay. All right, we got the fan fiction loaded here, guys. So, first fan fiction, Knuckles X Rouge here on the stream. So we're about to. So let's get started, y'all, with this fan fiction. All right. Knuckles lay resting near the Master Emerald, boredom beginning to set in. This usually happened. He sit and wait for some. Okay, first this. Okay, I'm sorry. This grammar's a little bad. A little bad. It's a little. It's a little bit. Oh, you guys can't see my browser. What? Um. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Guys. Hold on. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna full screen. There we go. That should work now. Okay. Okay. Let me try this again. Let me know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see the? Can you guys see the what? Can you guys see it? Y'all able to see my page? Yeah, y'all are able to see my page. Okay. All right. So let me restart reading this over again. Knuckles lay resting near the Master Emerald, boredom beginning to set in. This usually happened. He sit and wait for something to come to mind, or a certain white bat would come and make her unwelcome appearance. Usually Rouge would come once every 2 weeks, but she hadn't shown up in almost 1 month. The spacing anyway. Let's move on here. Knuckles sighed, sitting up and leaning his back against the one of the cool stone pillars of the shrine. Thought he would never admit it. Knuckles was really hoping Rouge would show up to try and steal the Master Emerald. He would never allow her to actually take it, of course. But when she came by, oh my god, when she came by, it at least gave him something to do. Not a soul has been to the island in a month. Yep. Yep, Knuckles, your life is dull. Oh, God. Yep, Knuckles, your life is dull. I love this. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yep, Knuckles, your life is dull, the echidna said to himself. Then he laid back down, placing his hands behind his head. A light breeze blew gently across the island. Tranquility is what you could say to describe the giant, floating angel island, but tranquility isn't exactly exciting. Knuckles sighed, almost groaned and rolled over onto his stomach, resting his chin on top of his hands. Yep, duller than dull. Suddenly, Knuckles picked up a very faint rustling from one of the trees nearby. Something or someone had landed in the tree, with a great deal of interest sparkling in his indigo eyes. Indigo? I thought Knuckles' eyes were purple, but okay. But anyway, Knuckles jumped up and dropped down into a low fighting stance, ready for the intruder. Soon a few moments went by and nothing happened. A few more moments and still nothing happened. Finally, an hour passed and Knuckles was losing his patience. He picked up a small, smooth stone and hurled it into the tree with a snarl. Smack! Knuckles pumped his fist into the air in triumph for hitting the targeted victim. The familiar beating of wings was heard, causing him to smirk as he saw Rouge arise from her hiding spot. However, that smirk was quickly flipped upside down as Rouge's wings seemed to give away, and she began to descend rather rapidly towards the forest floor. Shit! With hesitation, Knuckles jetted forward and managed to catch the fallen Batgirl before she met the ground. His eyes, filled with confusion, scanned over her apparently beaten body. She got the crap beat out of her because she got a tiny rock tossed at her. But anyway, bruise and cuts. Ugh. Where was I? Oh yeah. Bruises and cuts were everywhere, and it looked like her left arm was broken. My gosh. Even her wings had small cuts and were very limp. The black suit she wore had also been torn into a few pieces. What happened to you, Rouge? Asked the bewildered Knuckles. All he did was thrown a rock, so he wasn't expecting to get a slice up her sliced up. Yeah, he threw a rock. How how does throwing a rock cause this much damage? Anyway, Rouge's ears drooped back in attempts to pin them back in annoyance. You just had to throw that rock, didn't you, Knucklehead? She asked in a very tired and strained voice. Well, if you hadn't been hiding in, that's not the point, he shouted. You're injured. I want to know what happened to you. Knuckles' voice trailed off as Rouge had turned her head and nuzzled his chest. A very light blush began to appear on his face as he tried desperately to complete his request. What happened to you? Was all he managed to say clearly. Looking up at the flustered echidna, Rouge smirked as best she could and said, My, aren't we the shy one today? Her voice faded as she slipped out of consciousness. Rouge, Rouge? He shook her. He shook her lightly, only proving to himself that she was unconscious. Looking around frantically, Knuckles began to wonder what to do with her. I can't keep her here. She needs help and fast. So Knuckles did the only thing that he could do. Knuckles, what the heck did you do to Rouge? Sonic asked as Knuckles barged in and placed the battered Batgirl on the couch. He had taken Rouge to Sonic's current apartment. Okay, apparently, apparently, Sonic has an apartment in this story. Okay, and I say current because he apparently is always moving around and he never in one place for very long. Knuckles growled and whirled around to land a punch on his hedgehog friend, but as usual, Sonic wasn't even in the same place anymore. Geez, she's really banged up, Sonic said, looking at Rouge from where he now stood. I know you two fight a lot, but don't you think you went a little far? I didn't do this to her, Knuckles shouted in defense. She came to Angel Island like this and passed out before I could even ask her about it. He crossed his arms over his chest and looked away to pout. Apparently Knuckles is pouting now, but anyway. Well, what did you think happened? I mean, you know her better than anyone, so you should at least have some sort of guess, Sonic said. Deciding not to say anything about knowing her, Knuckles replied, I haven't got the slightest clue. I know she gets into a lot of trouble here and there, but she usually can handle it. It's not like her to do something that could actually risk her life, or risk a fight even. She's not one to do a lot of extra work. Both of them now stood in silence, pondering over what might have happened. They both know her capability to defend herself, so what could have gotten Rouge to this condition was beyond them. Soon the door opened and in came Tails, Cream, and Amy. Amy carried with her a first aid kit. We came as fast as we could, Sonic, Amy said. And we brought the first aid kit like you said, Cream added happily. You don't have a first aid kit? Knuckles asked, his irritation with the blue hedgehog growing by the minute. Sonic laughed nervously and said very carefully, I'd rather hurt myself and always on the move, so it would be pointless. Knuckles gave off an exasperated sigh and took the kip from Amy. Oh, my head, where am I? The last thing I remember is Knuckles? But why? Oh, that's right. That stupid knucklehead threw a rock at me. No wonder my head hurts. Forcing her eyes to open, Rouge noticed she wasn't at Angel Island anymore. It wasn't even daytime anymore. Now it was nighttime, and she was in some weird apartment. She turned her head slightly and was met with the sight of the slumbering Knuckles. He had fallen asleep after treating her wounds and was now resting his head on the same arm of the couch that her head was on. When Rouge went to sit up, a sharp pain shot through her head, causing her to lie back down and growl in frustration. If there was one thing she couldn't stand, it was being weak. Oh, good, you're awake, came a sleepy voice. She turned to realize it was the red echidna. He rubbed his eyes and yawned. Where am I? Rouge asked, her voice still very strained. She began to cough, causing the echidna to become fully awake and alert. We're at Sonic's apartment. What again? Why does he have an apartment? But anyway, amazingly, I didn't think he'd still live here, judging by how often he moves, Knuckles replied after he was done coughing. Rouge brought her arm that wasn't in a splint up to her head and said, God, my head is killing me. Sleepishly, Knuckles said, about that, I didn't mean for the rock to hit you. Well, then your arm is too good for your own good. You landed it squarely on my forehead, Rouge said. Knuckles looked to the floor. Sorry. Rouge's eyes opened wide and she looked at him with her mouth agape. Knuckles sensed that she was staring at him and turned away. Taking his actions as very obvious signs of embarrassment, Rouge decided to take the opportunity to fluster him up a bit. What did he just say? Did you, the high and mighty Knuckles, just apologize to little old me? Oh, be still, my heart. She joked and pretended to swoon as best she could from her place on the couch. Knuckles clenched his fist at his sides and was very close to yelling something in return, but the lights turned on and Sonic then entered, rubbing his eyes. Sonic is just coming in just to block everything, but anyway. Well, it's nice to see you two getting along, he said sarcastically. But if you must, could you do it a little bit quieter, please? Sonic then looked at Rouge. Sudden realization hit him, and he explained, Rouge, you're awake? What? Rouge woke up, came three voices from the spare bedroom of the apartment. Tails, Cream, and Amy ran out of the room and into the living room to see. Chi? The Chi? Chi? Do you mean Cheese? Whoever wrote this? Cheese? Who's Chi? Who who is Chi? I'm assuming that's cheese, but the little blue chow said in agreement. Yeah, for a while we weren't sure you were gonna wake up at all, Tails said. But now that you have, we're just glad to see that you're okay, Amy added. Yep, but none of us were anywhere near the amount of worried that knucklehead over here was giving off, Sonic said, elbowing the now very flustered echidna that was making a move to strangle Sonic. Rouge was sort of overwhelmed with all the sudden kindness she was being offered here. Well, thanks for your concern, I think. Everyone now just stared at Rouge exponentially. What? Amy quickly said, So, what happened to you? Rouge sighed and closed her eyes to calm the now arising headache. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now. Take a seat, kids. This is a long story. Author's note. Right. I suppose some of you may be wondering why I suddenly am making this Sonic story. Well, I've almost lost all interest and slash or desire to continue my other stories. I will, don't worry, but it may not take a long while. Review if you want the next chapter up. Is there another chapter to this? Oh my god, there's a chapter 2. Uploaded January 17th, 2006. My goodness, this was a long. Oh my gosh, this is a long story. Okay, we're not gonna read the whole chapter of Knuckles and Rouge, but yeah, that was a Knuckles and Rouge fan fiction, I guess. It wasn't too intense, y'all. It wasn't anything that is like that you can't like have your children see. But Yeah, that was the first fan fiction. So who's got another request to read a fan fiction? Who wants another Sonic ship? What Sonic ship you want to see now, y'all? What do you want to see? What do y'all want to see next? I'm down for anything. Cause we never know what's gonna happen. We never know if we're gonna run into anything bad. um let me do one here. Let's try. Oh no. You all are going to hate me when I'm about to type. You all are gonna hate when I'm about to type. You all are okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Eloy. I was gonna type something else, but we can hold off on that. Sonic Tales of Sonic love fanfiction YouTube. Oh no, there's a YouTube video on Tales of Sonic. Oh no. Sonic X Mr. Dink. Oh my gosh, one of the searches of when I search up Tales X Sonic is actually a YouTube video of mine from 3 years ago, from a moment on a live stream where I did a fan fiction reading of Sonic and Tails. Why? Oh no, guys! I'm trending for Tails X Sonic. Apparently, how many views? It's got 502 views. All right, so there's a YouTube video here. Hopefully we don't get the YouTube video. Also, there's like, okay, Mile Tail Prower fanfiction stories on Quotov. Um, hopefully we don't get like something like, yeah, guys. At one point, back in like 2015, I think that video was, 2015, 2016. I did a live stream reading with a few of old friends of mine, and we read a Tails and Sonic fan fiction, and I forget what I forget what the fan fiction was called. I swear if I can find it on the stream, I'd laugh so hard. But yeah, that was from a live stream of a few years ago where we did a live reading of a Sonic and Tails fan fiction, and it was it was insane. But yeah, if you guys, if you guys want me to put that on, like afterwards, after I'm done figuring out what we're gonna read next, I will legit put that on for you guys to watch. It's only like 30 seconds. Actually, you know what? Let me just put it on like now since it's like 30 seconds, and then we'll go like right back to the fan fiction readings because I know you guys are probably all like, Allie, what is this video? What are you showing me? Also, I don't know. Oh, guys, look, it's promoting my other content, including my Panic at the Disco edit and my Nate Wants to Battle edit. Oh my god, like my stuff. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let me unplug my headphones real quick so you guys can Okay, I'm sorry, that was weird. I don't know what happened with the stream, but I'm back. Apologies. Okay, but anyway, can you guys hear me now? Can y'all hear me? That was weird. I don't know why it did that. Okay, I think you guys can hear me. No, before I was saying, when my thing just decided to not work, the video was blasting my ears, so every time I was trying to load it and get the link for you guys so I can put it in the comments in the live chat, I kept hearing like Mr. Rogers blasting my ears. And I said Mr. Rogers keeps blowing my ears out. And then I said somebody quote that. But okay. Let's stop talking about that video and Mr. Rogers and whatever. We're gonna go back and do the Tails and Sonic fan fiction because as I was requested. So we're gonna go do that now. So let me turn back on my screen share. And we're gonna do that. So let me get back to that. And there we go, we're back. All right, so again, if that happens again, guys, thank you for telling me. Again, if that happens, let me know, and then I'll like readjust. But all right, so we got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff here for Tales X Sonic. We got 1, 2. Let me look at the ones that are actually like stuff, and it's not like videos of Tales X Sonic fan fiction. I don't know why that exists, but anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 candidates for Tales X Sonic, and one of them's gonna be the lucky winner here. So we're gonna change the 18 to 12. And the number generator gave us number 6 on the generator here. So fan fiction number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Mile Tail Prower fan fiction stories on quote of. So we're either gonna run into something really good. I don't think we can count this one as a Tales of Sonic fan fiction because we got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff here for just stuff with Tails and the story. So we're gonna have to leave candidate number 6 out of this. So hopefully we don't get number 6 again. So let me generate another number here, and we get number 4. And number 4 is Miles, Tails Prower, and Sonic Works. I don't know if this is actually a fan fiction. We're about to I don't know if this looks safe. I don't know if this is this is even okay. I don't know if this is a good candidate either. You know what? Let's look. You know what caught my attention the most? This caught my attention the most. This caught my attention. This one right here. We're gonna click on this one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so we got 2, 4. We got 6 candidates here for female tails. So we're gonna generate here 1 to 6, and we got number 6. Are we more than friends now? Oh no! This is a rated K+ fan fiction that was published on February 27, 2008. So, Tailzik, think that's how you pronounce your name. We're about to read. We're about to read your piece of art here. So I told you guys what we never know what you're gonna get here. So we're about to read a female Tales fan fiction. All right. Oh. Oh God. Okay. Grab your popcorn, folks. This one might be an interesting one. All right. Tails' gender change. Tails has been working on his newest inventing. I'm gonna just assume that's gonna say invention for 3 weeks. All Tails has been curious about was what he was up to. But every time they got close to it, Tails would shush them away. After another week, Tails finally finished it. Tails invited all of his friends for a demonstration. Okay, I gotta get my Tails voice ready. Hi, everybody. I bet you all have been wondering what I've been up to this past month. Tails said, Tails said, getting next to a big box-shaped thing with a white blanket covering it. You bet, little bro. So what's the deal? Sonic said, crossing his arms. Well, Sonic, as you all know, as you all know, Sonic, Shadow, and Silver bear the only ones who can use who can. Oh my gosh, the grammar is bad in this. Who can use chaos control? Tails said. Yeah, Sonic said. Well, I created this, Tails said as he removes the blanket. This is my newest creation, the Chaos Transporter. I made this machine to harness the power of the Chaos Emerald's ability to warp time and space. Wow, you really outdone yourself this time, Tails, Sonic said. Okay, now who wants to go first? You mean you have to test it? You mean you haven't tested it out? Silver said. No, that's why you guys are here. Now who wants to go? Tails said as the room became totally quiet. Oh, come on, guys. Don't be a bunch of scaredy cats, Tails said. Then why don't you do it? Amy said. Very well. I'll do it, chickens, Tails said as he walked to his machine. A word of warning, Tails, a word of warning, Tails. You shouldn't mess with powers that you don't understand, Shadow said. Thank you for your concern, Shadow, but I know what I'm doing. I just got to put in the coordinates. Station Square, insert this Chaos Emerald, and there we go, Tails said as he presses the button to activate it. Okay, when I reach Station Square, I will call you guys to let you know I made it. Tails said as he enters the teleporter. The Chaos Emerald begins to glow and the machine starts to go crazy. Tails, is it supposed to do that? Sonic said. No, can you guys help me out of this? I can't open the door, Tails said, trying to escape his machine. Hang on, Tails! Knuckles, break the glass, Sonic said. Okay, Sonic, I'm on it, Knuckles said as he punched the glass door, but it didn't break. Man, that must be some hard glass, Sonic said. Well, keep punching it until it breaks! Ah! I can't yell. But Tails said as a yellow energy field surrounded him. Tails, hang on, I'm coming. Knuckles, move out of the way, Sonic said as he started to spinball the machine like crazy. 10-second till critical overload, the machine said. Oh shoot, everybody get out of here, Sonic demanded. 9. But what about you, Sonic? Oh wait. But what about you, Sonic? Amy said. 8. I'm not leaving without Tails, Sonic said. 7. Well, I'm not leaving without you, Amy said. 6. Amy, we don't have time for this, Sonic said. Hey, Amy, what's taking you so long? Knuckles said, coming back into the house. Why is everyone just standing there? 5. Knuckles, get Amy out of here now, Sonic said. Okay, Sonic, I'm on it, Knuckles said as he picks Amy up over his shoulders. 4. Put me down, you idiot. I want to be with Sonic. Sonic! Amy shouted as she left the building. Okay, Tails, I'm almost done, Sonic said as he continues to spin dash the door. 3, 2, 1. The machine exploded, destroying the inside of the house, not the outside. The house filled up with smoke. Everybody outside waited for Sonic to exit the house. A few minutes later, Sonic comes out of the house with Tails in his arms. Sonic, are you okay? Amy said as she ran to hug Sonic. Sorry, Amy, but I gotta get Tails to the hospital fast, Sonic said as he ran Tails to the hospital, making Amy land headfirst into a landing Amy headfirst into a mud puddle. The next day, Tails awoke to find himself in a bed at the hospital. Ah, my head hurts. What happened? Tails said as he began to remember. Oh yeah, my chaos transporter malfunction. I guess Shadow was right, he said as he walked to the sink and washed his face. While washing his face, Tails noticed something. His hair was longer. When did all of this when did all of this hair wait, when did I get all this hair? Now that I think about it, my body feels weird too, Tails said as he starts to run his hands down his body. Oh my god, do I have curves? He said as he began his hands back up his body. Oh my god, I do have curves, he said as he touches his chest. Oh no, I have breasts too. Wait a minute, if I have breasts and a curved body, that means I'm a girl, Tails said as he faints. 4 hours later, Sonic comes to see how his little brother's doing. The nurse takes Sonic to Tails' room. Miles per hour, you have a visitor, the nurse said. Tails on the other side of the bed faced away from the door, wrapped himself in a blanket. Hi Tails, are you feeling any better now? Sonic said. Yeah, nurse, can you leave me and Sonic alone for a while, please? Tails said. Okay, I'll be back in an hour, she said as she left. Okay, Tails, so what is it you want to tell me? Sonic said. Well, Sonic, I really want to show you something, but I'm afraid that you might freak out, Tails said. Don't worry, Tails. Whatever it is, I won't freak out, Sonic said. Okay, Sonic, do you remember my chaos transporter? Tails said. Yeah, Sonic said. Well, there was a side effect, Tails said. A side effect? What happened to you, Tails? Sonic said, a little worried about something bad to happen to Tails. This, Tails said as she got off his bed and dropped his blanket, revealing his new body to Sonic. T- 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 Tails, you're a girl? Sonic said, totally freaking out. See, Sonic, you are freaking out. I know being a girl was going to change things between us, Tails said as she sat back on her bed and began to cry. Whoa, 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 Tails, what do you mean things will change between us? Because you're a girl now, Sonic said. Well, now that I'm a girl, you'll treat me like Amy. You won't let me help you fight Eggman anymore. And you won't hang out with me anymore, Tails said. Tails, do you really think that's Tails, do you really think that's going to happen? For as long as we know each other, you really think we're going to be things are going to be different between us? Oh my god, the grammar. Sonic said as he sat next to Tails and put his arm around her. Tails, boy or girl, you will always be my best friend, Sonic said. Really? Tails said. Yeah, Sonic said. End of chapter. I'm scared to read further on. Is there even another chapter? Oh god, there is another chapter. Oh god, there are multiple chapters. Okay. Um well, y'all. Well, y'all, that was the Tails and Sonic, I guess, fan fiction, female Tails. I don't know. But guys, we need some more we need some more requests. Give me some more, guys. I need some more things to read. I need some more things to read. We gotta get some more things to read here. We gotta get some more. Oh, wait, I know what we can read. I know what we can read. I know what we can read. Y'all thought you were gonna yeet on Tails X Sonic. Well, we're about to go beyond here. We're about to go beyond. We're about to make history. We're about to make history. We're about to make history. We're about to we're about to commit the biggest mistake ever in this community. So this is either gonna be really good or it's gonna be something really, really bad. So we got how many choices we got here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 choices here, guys. 6 choices for Sonic and Shadow. 6 choices. So we're gonna generate a number here, and we get number 2. We got number 2, everybody. Number 2. On oh, number 2. Unexpected fun. A Sonic the Hedgehog fan fiction. Okay. This is what the number generator gave us, so this is gonna either be really good or really bad. So, all right, let's begin this story. Also, I might do one more story after this, depending, because just depends on what you guys want. So, I may do one more story after this one. So, all right. So we got the Sonic and Shadow fan fiction now. So let's begin reading this masterpiece. Okay. This is guys. Where's my mic? Guys, this is gonna be really bad. We gotta y'all see this. Y'all see this. Y'all paying attention? Guys, this fan fiction is rated M, and it's made by someone named Sonic Yam. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Okay. Oh boy. Wait a minute. Before I start, you know what? Hey Eloy, I'm getting you on the stream for this fan fiction. Okay, Eloy, I'm dragging you in. I'm dragging you in. I'm dragging you in. I'm you're gonna read this fan fiction with me. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna you're gonna read this fan fiction with me. You're gonna read this fan fiction with me. You're gonna read it, and you're gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna say you're gonna like it, because I don't even know if if this is gonna be good. So let me just add you real quick here. Let me get you. Let me just get you on here real quick. Oh boy. This is going to be interesting. So, let's get down to business. To defeat. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop because I'm probably gonna get copyright for singing that. Okay. Okay. Now we play the waiting game. Now we play the waiting game. Now we play the waiting game until he wants to show up. Okay. Huh?
What?
No, I don't know why it gave me this I don't know what to feel about this fan fiction because I already see the first sentence. I need to give it. I need to give it to you.
Oh no.
I need to give it to you. Hold on. The title of it too.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
The first sentence.
After coming from one of Rouge's parties, Sonic is keeping up Shadow up. Already I hate it. Shadow's annoyed, drunk, and his hormones are raging. Son Ado Lemon! Exclamation point! Yowie! If you don't like, don't read, don't flame. One shot.
This fan fiction is rated M.
This fan fiction is also called Unexpected Fun.
Sonic's house. No.
Can we please point out that this is technically statutory rape because Sonic's 15 and like Shadow's like fucking 65?
This is what fans do.
Ugh. All right.
So Sonic's house at 1 a.m. Shadow gazed at the sexy blue hedgehog on the couch across from him. Shadow was really tired by now, and his liking of the hedgehog was steadily decreasing as Sonic kept him up. Shadow then tried telling him nicely again, hoping he would respond by doing what he asked. Shadow stretched his body a bit and frowned as it began to get hotter in the room. It was in the middle of the summer, and with everything on, Shadow thought Sonic was pretty stupid and not turn the air conditioner on too. But he didn't admit that. He then pulled off his gray t-shirt and tossed it to the floor, glad to have a small reprieve from the heat.
For fuck's sake. Okay.
I mean, unless you...
No, hold on. Sonic, you need to go to sleep.
The mini hedgehog muttered in a slightly drunken slur, still looking at Azor from the other...
Azor.
I'm sorry.
Azor.
I like how you say that, and my computer says low disk space.
Azure. Holy shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway.
How do you have low disk space? That computer has like so much fucking gigs on it.
I'm on the other computer.
Oh.
I'm not on that bigger one. But anyway, that sounded really wrong. But anyway, from the other couch, Sonic, who was too energized to fall asleep, nearly grunted in annoyance and rolled over, facing away from the dark, furred hedgehog. Most of the lamp lights were on and music was playing, which was beginning to bother the hell out of Shadow, who wanted to sleep now. He then glanced at Sonic's ass, which was hidden from him by the pair of blue jeans Sonic was wearing. He started getting jeans. Sonic, he oh my god, he started getting even hotter thinking about Sonic.
Fucking Sonic's just one of those guys that just does that just plays this on blast.
Open your heart.
Why?
Sonic asked him.
It's because it's 1 in the fucking morning. That's why. That's not that late. That's not that late. I've stayed up later than that.
Yeah. Shadow replied, annoyed still. He was trying not to stare at him, but that was extremely hard due to the fact he was a bit drunk and his hormones steadily getting stronger. The two had recently come from one of Rouge's parties earlier, and it had gotten pretty insane. The party had it all though, and Rouge made sure she went all out that time. There were there were DJs, a pool party out back, beer, and Sonic was pretty damn sure he saw a few guys smoking crack out front, but neither Shadow or him could prove that. Shadow was wiped out from drinking too much of the beer, but Sonic he wasn't even close.
Oh, beer.
The beer.
So?
Sonic asks, sitting up.
It's my house. I'll do whatever I want. I'm living here for the time being, you know.
Shadow growled. Shadow had recently lost his house due to a few unlucky times he forgot to pay his bills, and the rest is kind of obvious. So Sonic offered Shadow to bunk with him for a while until he could get a new place, which Shadow immediately accepted, almost happy to finally live in with the guy he liked.
Yeah.
Sonic mumbled, ignoring Shadow.
Sonic, if you don't turn off the freaking... Oh. If you don't freaking turn off the lights, you'll regret it, damn it. I mean it.
Shadow growled.
Try me.
Sonic retorted as his signature smirk on his face.
Don't test me.
Shadow told him.
Kiss my ass.
Sonic retorted yet again.
That's it!
Shadow yelled. He then sat up and hopped off his couch and stepped towards oh god, I'm sorry, I'm like dying. Oh no, not the sword again. the
Azure.
Thank you. I forgot the pronunciation of it already, but the Azure Hedgehog anger in his eyes. Sonic looked at him and quickly jumped off the couch and took 2 steps back, not expecting the ebony hedgehog to have retaliated.
Whoa, come on. You can't take a joke?
Sonic asked. Shadow frowned slightly.
I don't take jokes from you, faker.
He muttered. The ebony hedgehog then tackled Sonic, who yelped out in a surprised tone, not expecting Shadow to do that. Sonic tried to get up, but Shadow had his arms and legs pinned to the floor.
Oh my god.
Sonic then felt something rub up against his face and was shocked a bit.
Is that your gun, or are you just happy to see me? Actually, that's my gun. Sorry, I forgot to put it away.
You might do right forward, honey. And you get up. Okay? Enjoy.
You continuing or what?
That's Sonic's line after that.
Oh. Look, can't we talk about this?
As Sonic started, but then Shadow cut him off.
Talking is over. You had your chance.
He started. He then got an idea. It was a perfect way to get back at Sonic and fulfilled his desires for him at the same time.
Maybe I should teach you a lesson.
Shadow told him, the smell of alcohol on his breath. Sonic's eyes widened. This couldn't... Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry.
This couldn't end well, and he knew it.
Like what?
Sonic asked, determined not to look flattered. A small chuckle reached Shadow's lips, proving to Sonic that the ebony hedgehog was drunk. Sonic didn't like where this was going.
Shadow, I'll turn off the lights, okay? Happy?
Sonic asked. Shadow looked at him as his ruby-filled eyes met with Sonic's emerald ones. He then bent his head to where it was right next to Sonic's.
What makes you think that's what I want anymore?
Shadow whispered. This made Sonic slightly uncomfortable as he felt Shadow's legs rub up against his thigh slowly, giving Sonic the impression of where Shadow was going with this. The ebony hedgehog then slightly licked up Sonic's neck, making him shudder slightly in a mixture of delight and fear.
Oh no.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
This isn't right. I gotta get out of this.
Sonic thought, but his body wouldn't respond. He never knew Shadow was gay. That scared him even more because Sonic thought he was the straightest thing on Mobius, and here Shadow was on top of him. Shadow then lifted both of his arms, but quickly placed his left arm horizontally on Sonic's chest, freeing his arms, but still preventing him from getting up. Shadow then trailed his right hand down Sonic's body, rubbing slowly as he moved further down. The Azure Hedgehog restrained himself from giving in, but he couldn't help but let one tiny moan escape, putting an evil grin on Shadow's lips. Now Sonic knew that what Shadow wanted him now, and he wasn't going to take no for an answer.
Shadow, don't do what I think you're doing, please.
Sonic told him.
Why? You seem to be enjoying it.
Shadow replied tauntingly. After hearing that, a blush crept on Sonic's face. Sonic tried struggling once again, but it was no use! Shadow had him pinned firmly, so Sonic decided to go along with it, not like he had much of a choice. Shadow then lowered his head and kissed the blue hedgehog. Sonic was caught by surprise by the kiss, but didn't do a thing about it. Shadow licked Sonic's lips, winning entry. Sonic, without thinking, immediately granted the request, spreading his lips. When Shadow's tongue slitted, massaging the inside of Sonic's mouth, this action was rewarded by a muffled moan from Sonic, spurring Shadow into wanting to take things a bit further. Shadow then lowered his right hand to Sonic's crotch and slid his hand into his pants, rubbing his member rhythmically, earning more moans of pleasure from the Azure Hedgehog. The two then parted their lips as Sonic began panting for breath. Not used to this type of situation, Shadow then stopped rubbing his member, and Sonic whimpered slightly. Shadow asked, grinning lustfully. Sonic reluctantly nodded, wanting more of the pleasure that Shadow had given him. Ebony smiled and then slid Sonic's pants down on his own. Next, he started to grind his hips against Azur's, making them both moan slightly. Sonic, the louder of the two, was smiling, happy that the pleasure he wanted was being given to him. Both of their erections were hurt by now, as Shadow continued to grind his erection against Sonic, who was lost in pleasure. Shadow pulled Sonic up, who was temporarily surprised, broken out of his state of pleasure, then shoving Sonic slightly onto the couch and crawled up on top of him, and then let his hands trail freely all over the blue teen's body.
Oh, Shadow!
Sonic groaned, arching his back a bit. Sonic then kicked off his shoes and then laid next to the couch, then pulled off his glove shirt and pulled the pants off of his ankles, making him officially naked in front of Shadow. This made him blush even more. Shadow followed suit and pulled Sonic's bare body closer to his.
Wow, I'm like, I like zoned out completely. Oh, all right. Well, I did say you don't want this to stop, do you?
Shadow asked, gazing into Sonic's emerald eyes once again. Sonic, feeling too embarrassed to answer, simply shook his head no. Shadow, who had already planned on what to do next, simply smiled, lust filling his eyes for the blue hedgehog underneath him.
Good. Now, you're a virgin. Right?
You are! Wrong, you're, but...
Fucking... whatever.
Shadow asked.
Depends on what you mean by that. I'm taking that as a yes.
Shadow quickly told him. He then raised his fingers to Sonic's mouth.
Open up.
He told him.
Wait, why?
Sonic asked, confused at why Shadow would want him to suck his fingers.
If not, then what I'm going to do next will be a lot more painful than what it normally would be.
Shadow answered. Sonic, considering what Shadow told him, then slowly opened his mouth a bit, just long enough for Shadow to place 2 of his fingers in. After a period of 10 seconds, he then pulled his fingers out and scooted down Sonic's body.
What are you doing?
Sonic asked, but in a way he already knew.
Just stay relaxed. This will be uncomfortable and may sting a bit.
Shadow grunted, annoyed with all of Sonic's stupid questions.
Wait. That's not dialogue.
It should be dialogue, but
Go.
I don't know. Okay.
Go on.
Okay, anyway, we're relaxed. Yeah, right. Sonic's heart was thumping like a machine gun on full automatic, as he never expected himself to make out or have sex with a guy. Sonic then felt as something wet and small prodded on his ass. He shivered at the feeling despite the heat. He knew what it was. Shadow then looked up at Sonic and frowned when he saw the fact that he wasn't relaxed in the slightest. I'm gonna assume that's the slightest. But in a way, Shadow could barely blame him. It's not every day you have your first sex, especially with a guy. He then unceremoniously slid one of his fingers up Sonic's ass, making the blue teen yelp in surprise and pain from the unexpected move. Shadow then slowly slid in further, Sonic's inner walls clenching down on it. Shadow sighed.
Where am I? Hold on.
It's Sonic at least try to relax.
Sonic, at least try to relax.
Yeah.
Did you look at the other two? That's right.
So how about them airplane food? Well, I haven't been the host of like a call for a while. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm like completely out of it, but hey, I gotta entertain masses while everything's on mute. This is what happens when you don't live alone. Is there like any kind of story I can tell? So what games have y'all played? It's probably no one actually watching the video, but you know, I just figure
I'm back.
okay. I can't host anything for the life of me.
It's okay. I'm a dork and a loser anyway. So I can't do it either. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Oh, Sonic then nodded. I think, yeah. Sonic then nodded and calmed down, and slowly his walls unclenched around Shadow's finger. Shadow then slowly his fingers in and out of Sonic's ass, then inserted a second one. Sonic was doing his best to ignore the pain, but it was hard not to. After lubricating it for what he planned to do next, Shadow decided Sonic was ready, and then lifted Sonic's legs over both of his shoulder oh my god, this grammar. Sonic's legs over both of his shoulder, positioning his erection in front of Sonic's rear entrance. Sonic was worried as hell right now. He was surprised that he was letting Shadow do this to him, but for some reason he kept on going, and it led him to this point, so he decided if he had gone this far, he might as well get on with it. There wasn't much point in backing out now.
Ready?
Shadow asked.
Yeah, just get it over with.
Sonic replied in a nervous tone.
Scared?
Shadow asked.
Somewhat.
Sonic told him, feeling stupid.
Don't worry. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Shadow told him, a grin on his lips. Shadow then slowly pushed forward into Sonic's ass, the process made easier by Sonic's spit, which coated the inside. Sonic yelped in pain again, and Shadow then stopped, not wanting to hurt Sonic.
Wait. Damn it! This is a lot bigger than 2 measly fingers. Considering how big Sonic characters' hands are, I honestly doubt that.
Oh. Sonic nearly yelled, the pain getting to him.
Wait till you're ready. You're...
Wrong, you're again. Shadow told him, smirking from the remark. The two then waited as the blue hedgehog's pain slowly eased away. After 2 minutes, Sonic then nodded.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Shadow then thrusted his length in the Sonic's hole, causing Sonic to groan in pain, but he noticed that it wasn't as bad as it was a few minutes ago. Shadow kept on thrusting into Sonic at a steady pace, causing the pain and uncomfortableness to steadily disappear as it was replaced by pleasure. In no time at all, Sonic was in total ecstasy as the pain was gone, replaced by total pleasure. Then suddenly, Shadow's length hit something inside of him, causing Sonic to let out a loud moan of pleasure. Shadow smiled, knowing he had found Sonic's sweet spot. He kept thrusting, hitting that same spot over and over, making the Azure Hedgehog's cries of pleasure become louder and occur more frequently.
Oh, yes! Shadow, keep going!
Sonic yelled. The many hedgehogs enjoyed the control he had, replied by going faster, making Sonic moan like crazy.
Oh, God, Sonic, you're so tight.
It's the wrong again! Shadow groaned, but Sonic's only reply were the moans of pleasure from Shadow slamming his length in the Sonic's sweet spot over and over again. Sonic, on the other hand, was completely taken over by the pleasure and felt like he was going to lose it soon. As Shadow's thrust started to get faster, Sonic's hips bucking every time Shadow's erection was thrust back into him, hitting his sweet spot hard. Sonic then felt his stomach tighten, the feeling went down to his length.
Shadow,
Sonic's sentence was cut short as his speed sprayed. Oh! Oh! Ah! Sprayed from his length and onto Shadow's fluffy white chest. Sonic's inner walls then suddenly clenched onto Shadow's length, causing him to lose it as well, shooting his deep inside Sonic. Then the two of them both let out moans of pleasure before Shadow let Sonic's legs drop off his shoulders, pulled out of him, and fell onto Sonic, his head laying on Sonic's stomach.
Whoa, Shadow.
Sonic muttered. Shadow nodded, understanding.
Yeah.
Shadow said.
God, I'm tired.
Sonic told him, added a chuckle to it.
Finally.
Shadow added.
Hey, Shadow?
Sonic asked.
Yes. Oh. Can we, do this again sometime?
He asked. Shadow placed his hand on the couch and lifted his head up, smiling at Sonic.
Of course.
Shadow answered.
Great!
Great, Sonic said.
All right.
Shadow then crawled forwards and laid next to Sonic, pulling him on into a loving hug that Sonic returned. Sonic slapped his hands together and everything in the room turned off but the music, then grabbed the blanket at the foot of the couch and pulled it over them.
The music, you say. The music, you say.
The music. The music didn't shut off. Oh no! You don't get it now! No, please! I know what you're getting. Where's the music?
Oh, it's on mute. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh no, I'm starting on speed now. Then grabbed the blanket at the foot of the couch and pulled it over them and shared one last kiss with his new lover, Shadow, before sleep claimed them both. And that's all she wrote.
Before sleep claimed them both.
Yeah, that's what it says. Sleep claimed them both.
No, I know. Just that line of
Why? Now that okay, that was like the definition of this is now going to turn into an 18 plus stream.
Mm-hmm.
That that's what happens when I search up Sonic and Shadow fanfiction. Well, on that note, we this stream went over an hour, and I think that's a good time to just end it there because I don't know what else is gonna top that.
Nope.
That was a fan fiction, a spicy fan fiction. Makes me want to go write a fan. I'm just kidding. I'm never gonna write a fan. I'm never gonna write a fan fiction in my life. Oh, okay. On that note, I'm sorry. I'm like laughing, so I can't even think straight right now because that fan fiction like that broke me. I don't even know if anybody else is watching, but if anybody out there is still watching this or even was able to put up with that, first off, thank you for staying, and just having me read these very cringy fan fictions from like 2008 on stream. But yeah, that's gonna probably do it for this stream. I wanted to just do this stream real quick because I haven't like really streamed in a while, and plus I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. So, yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Also, my YouTube didn't really update this on my channel. I just found this out like earlier, but I reached 1100 subs, so thank you guys for subscribing and following this channel and being really patient with me because I know I'm like been all over the place on YouTube, like well within like the last year because like there are times where I'll upload stuff like frequently and then there's times where I don't. And it's a weird schedule. I need to figure out what I'm doing with myself with this channel because I want to try and do a bunch of different things on here, and it's like and I'm bouncing back and forth between a lot of things. And yeah, also there's probably not going to be another video up for a little bit because I'm currently dealing with some personal issues right now. With IRL stuff. I'm not going to go into detail here about what's going on, but I just want to let everybody know that too. So yeah, as always, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, once again, thank you guys for 1100 subscribers. It really means a lot to me that you guys are sticking around and watching my stuff. And yeah, also thank you to a very not even just a thank you, a special thank you to Hiroton or Eloy for coming on the stream and reading this fanfiction.
I'm tired of shit.
I'm sorry. You can.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry that you're tired.
That's okay.
Okay. As always, subscribe to his channel because he's got a YouTube channel and it's on my channel. Like, go subscribe to him because he does some really awesome work. Because he just uploaded a video yesterday that was for SA2, which was, it was really good. It was beautiful, and I hope you guys have some free time because it's like a 2.5 hour long video, but it's worth it because it's good. Y'all go watch it. No tea, no shame, in my opinion, though. At least it's a Sonic project that gets done, unlike other Sonic projects. Anyway, yeah, subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Twitter. He's also got Twitter, too, so follow him as well. So, yeah. Anyways, see you guys all later. So, bye.
Later.